Good morning, throttlers. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm down here at City Coast Motorcycles in Wollongong. I've been invited to take this BMW scooter for a ride. Now, I don't know if you know much about this, but this is the CE04 electric scooter from BMW. Now, it's only just arrived on our shores in recent weeks, and this is the first demo that they've got down here at City Coast. So I'm pretty excited about this. I've been watching ever since the announcement was made about this bike coming to the marketplace. I've been excited by it and I can't wait to jump on it. But I can already feel that the heated grips and the heated seat are already active. So it's a wintry morning down here and it feels a bit wintry in Wollongong today. So let's jump on, take this for a ride and see what we think of it. I've always said that electric motors will never give me the excitement that a combustion engine does, but I've changed my mind. This electric whine as I roll on the throttle is absolutely thrilling, really gives me tingles in all the right places. Now I admit that I'm an electric engine noob, but here we go. This next bit is just for you guys that love your electric vehicles and know all about it. It has a permanent magnetic liquid-cooled synchronous motor. Now personally I don't understand what that means, but hopefully you guys too. Now let's get back to the conventional style of specs. It's got a max power output of 42 horsepower, that's 31 kilowatts at 4900 RPM. Max torque is 62 Newton meters of torque at 1500 RPM. Now electric vehicles are heavier than their fossil fuel burning counterparts. So the CE04 comes in at 231 kilos for this scooter. Now that's quite a bit heavier than say the Vespa 300. However, the battery bank is right between the wheelbase, as low as it can get. So the center of gravity is super low, which makes the bike feel very light and especially very flickable as well. Now in the brochure, the seat height says that it's 800 millimeters, but personally I feel it was a little bit shorter than that, but it's still in a very comfortable position. The overall length of the bike is 2285 millimeters, and there's a wheelbase of 1675 millimeters. Now it's quite a long wheelbase for a scooter. Now it needs to be said as well that the maximum payload on the CE04 is 179 kilos. So if you're riding two up, maybe with a bit of luggage as well, making sure that your payload is under 179 for safety. The maximum speed of this little weapon is 120 kilometers an hour, and that's electronically limited, and its complete range from full to empty when it comes to the battery level is 130 kilometers. The CE04 has BMW Motorrad ABS. It has front double disc brakes with a diameter of 265 millimeters and 4 piston calipers, rear single disc brake with a diameter of 265 millimeters and 1 piston floating caliper. Now the standard equipment coming on the Aussie spec CE04 is LED indicators, headlights and taillights, a 10.25 inch TFT display with connectivity, heated seats, tyre pressure control, centre stand, dynamic package including Headlight Pro, adaptive headlight, daytime running lights, riding modes and ABS Pro. The comfort package also including heated grips, backrest and a comfort seat. The two colours that are available here in Australia is light white and Magellan grey metallic. Well, I wasn't really sure what to expect when I was to ride the BMW CE04. Now, obviously it's very futuristic. In fact, it looks a lot like those bikes that the stormtroopers used to ride in Star Wars. I don't know if that's what it was modelled off, but it certainly reminds me of that. Well, the truth is I absolutely love it. In fact, I think the electric power plants that every electric vehicle I've driven has been off tap. So good to drive. The torque goes without saying. The torque on tap is absolutely ridiculous. The lack of need for braking in general operations because of the engine braking and the regenerative purpose of the batteries getting charged while you're slowing down. I hardly touch the brake until the very last moment when I need to stop, which is absolutely amazing. It has a very long wheelbase, and which is fine in general, but coming over speed bumps and coming in and out of driveways, it's a bit unusual, but something you just get used to over time, without a doubt. And do you know what? I could see myself having one of these in the garage without a doubt. So perfect city bike, not a great touring bike, but you're never going to buy a scooter for touring unless you're the team from the Leichhardt Vespa Club that actually take their Vespas everywhere on the planet. In general, the person who's buying a scooter is buying it for small journeys, going to the shops, going to work, commuting, more often than not probably an urban bike. And if you could charge it up during the night and have it ready again for the next day, it's an absolute win. Look, City Coast Motorcycles have lent me this bike for the day, and it's an absolute weapon. I suggest that you go down to City Coast Motorcycles in Wollongong, book a test ride on the CE04. If you're even intrigued about this, you're going to love it. You might not be in the scooter market, but the electrics behind this is absolutely the future of motorcycling. And I love my Harley, but I can't wait to see more of these things arriving on the road. Absolutely phenomenal. Check them out. That is unreal. You've got to ride it. You've got to ride it.